My name is Barend Van Bergen. I'm a partner at KPMG. I've been working in the area of CSR for the last 16 years, of which the last 12 years in KPMG. I've always worked mostly on the private side, making business sense out of sustainability. And I've done that across borders and across sectors. Until March, I led the Dutch sustainability team and grow that into a 35 plus team of advisors. And recently I assumed to take the leadership position at our Global Center of Excellence together with Ivo de Boer, who came in last year from UNFCCC. So that's a little bit of my background. I think sustainability and CSR still means different things to different people. Given all the challenges and some of the mega trends out there, environmental mega trends, social trends, I've seen quite a change. When we started our group 25 years ago, the idea was that the private sector had a role to play. Nowadays this sounds very obvious, but at the time this was groundbreaking. So I think we've come a long way since 25 years. Also we have a long way ahead given the magnitude of the challenges. I think it's becoming more and more integrated as the drivers and the incentives for CSR are becoming more and more evident and stronger. So I think it's strongly evolving, but it really depends per sector and per region where we're at. I think doing business is increasingly being shaped by some of these mega trends, CSR trends. So definitely it has an influence on business through the regulatory front, legislation, through societal expectations, but first and foremost via economical incentives. Because of scarcity, prices go up, and because we see more and more market-based incentives, pricing on carbons, tax, levies. So collectively that is really shaping the business agenda. And again, for one sector it's much of a stronger business case than for the other. But sector by sector I see they are being influenced. I think it's twofold. One is to clearly articulate the business case for sustainability internally within the existing boundaries, social, political, economical boundaries, and to really define sustainability and the response to all those boundaries in a good way, in a good fashion. And the second challenge is to look a bit outside your own enterprise and to see how you can influence the public policy debate to make sure that the right framework conditions are being set. That's quite difficult to be engaged in those kind of discussions, but platforms like CSR Europe can help, to have the collective business voice as an input to public policies. But I think it's definitely worthwhile to be engaged in the global public policy debates or the regional public policy debates. So I think those are the two challenges that companies currently face. I think it's very interesting. It has been a very interesting conference. I found it very inspiring that you had speakers from different backgrounds, from the US, from the private equity industry, from the European Commission. I think it was very interesting to see that sort of business is really leading almost and advocating for a more active policy from the European Commission. I think we have seen some very good debates. We've seen some very interesting leading examples, best next practices from the companies. I'm really happy with the new strategy of CSR Europe and the new executive director who comes in from the private sector. And I think he can really take CSR Europe to the next level. So I'm very positive about this conference, and I think a lot of good things will be ahead of us.